Okay, so it's time to unbox the case. Fingers crossed. I opened only the lid, but I didn't check to see if anything is broken in it. It has two tempered glass sides, so fingers crossed that everything is intact. Okay, let me get it out of its box, because this is a big boy. I don't know even how I should do this, but maybe this way will be okay. Hoping I don't break anything. Okay, this is right. And now I'm stuck. Why am I stuck? Booyah! Did it. Actually did it. Okay, so this is the bottom side, this is the top. This has to be the top, this has to be the bottom, because this right here, up here, it's the top. So let's take this out first without damaging it. Let's lay it on the desk for now. This goes away. Oh, nice. I was wondering if it has anything to cover up the ports for the intakes. And as you can see here, we do have. So that is actually a very nice thing to have on these cases. Let's pull this back again a bit. And let's try and tip it over without tipping it actually over. I hear something rattling here. Let me just check what's in here. Ah, it's a box. I believe it's a box full of tools. We don't need this anymore. Legal stuff. I believe we will look into this as well, off camera of course. I won't be boring you with these. This is a box full of screws, I think. I don't know if I can open it. Yes, I can open it. Oh my god, look at this presentation, guys. We actually got the box here. Okay, so this is awesome. Look at that, guys. Look at this presentation. Ain't this superb? Very nice. Extra points for these guys from Thermaltake. Who knows, maybe once in a lifetime someone will sponsor me. And now for the piece the resistance, our beautiful case. And the 3, 2, 1, push! This is my first time actually seeing it. Oh my god. I have to come around, guys. I just have to see this. Oh my god. I know it's a fish tank case. Many people don't like fish tank cases, but that's their opinion. Damn, it's heavy. This has to be at least 9 kilograms. Tempered glass, handled with care. As you can see, let me turn it around like this so you can see it. Oh my god. Let me show you around there. Let me show you the back of it. The side of it, it's full of vent, so it is perforated all around. But not the glass, but all around it's perforated. Look at this beautiful front. Just look at it. Awesome, awesome. I went with this case because I just had to have something black to put in it. And let me show it somehow. It's heavy. It also has spacing on the top for the 360mm AO cooler. Damn, it's heavy. I like how the front fans. Oh, actually, this case comes with 4 RGB fans in it. We won't be using them because we are going to use the Arctic ones, but we'll keep these spare ones. You never know. You never know, you never know. Let me see if I can take this glass panel down first of all. Let me see which thumb screw is for this one, so I can show you the case better. And it's a long screw. Yep, click, and it came out. Hopefully I won't break it. I have a habit of breaking stuff. This comes out. I will put this to the side now. Oh my god, I'm so afraid to maneuver it. Okay, here's the thumb screw. Let me screw it in just so I don't lose it. I also have a habit of losing stuff, so yeah. Yeah, so here's the case. So this is what I was talking about, those front fans. Let me turn it this way so you can see it better. They aren't exactly straight, they are slanted a bit, pushing air towards, even if it's an aquarium build, if it will push air towards the GPU, the CPU, and all the internals. So this is actually a nice touch. This will look awesome, guys. It will look really awesome. I don't know how the bottom fans will go in. They just sit in there. I don't know, because I don't see any railing for it. Only the top has a railing for it, but yeah, I don't know how we pull out the front panel. So this has a screw in it as well. Ah, okay, so the front panel, no, I don't think it has a screw in it, or maybe. I will check to see how it will do. This also has, I have to turn it around. This also has 2 USB ports, headphone port, jack, Type-C port, R button, that's maybe for restart, and the power button. Very clean look, very simple look. To be honest, I just love its aesthetic. So it's actually good. It has grommets around in the interior so that we can route the cables nicely, rubber grommets. Yeah, from what I know, this case also supports the, what are they called? Those motherboards that have the connectors in the back, so you don't have to show the cables in the front. Everything connects on the back of the motherboard. So yeah, plus, oh, I found where the fans screw in the bottom. I take my words back. This will be an absolute beast and beauty of a build. The only thing I don't like here, I will show it to you right now, because if I can unscrew this, it's this thumb screw. Why is it this dirty or this discolorated? Why? Why? No, nevertheless, we can paint them black if we want them, but no one will see it because it's going to be in the bag, but still, we want a nice clean build. Okay, I'm very happy with this. The glass, it's either from the foil, it has a foil on it, it's either from that or it's tainted glass. I don't know. But if it's a bit tainted glass, then it's even better. It won't be a perfect see-through white glass, it will be a nice tainted glass. Oh, I'm very happy to see this. It will fit. So yeah, let's get on with the full build. Now we are going to set up the case. We are going to take its own fans out, install the Arctic fans in, and start putting it together. We'll try and find out how we are going to do the cable management and finalize the build and install Windows, install the apps, and get ready to test it and see how it performs. Hopefully it will do well. Okay, let's start by disassembling the case. Don't know how I should sit here to stay
frame. It's nice that the frame comes with thumb screws. As you know, in the beginning, the ones that I showed you that it was dirty or the paint was peeling off, I don't know. It has thumb screws, so easy to take it off. We have thumb screws on the back. Let me turn it around and show you what am I doing actually. So there are these thumb screws on the back. I'm trying to take these ones out now, just so we can lift up this part of the case, which is held in God knows how. Why doesn't this come off? Okay, so figure it out. You unscrew this, then you put it back. Dumb guy. What can I say? I don't know why I pulled this one off. Why did I pull this one off? Oh, so I can get to the back of the fans. Okay. So I just put it back down. It has a nice build quality actually, you know guys. It really has a nice build quality. Okay, let's put these to the side. Okay, so this is the top. Now you can see the top of it. This is where we're going to mount the 360 cooler. Let's take this side off as well, because we are going to need the space here for installing or cable management. But how does this come off? Okay, this goes up. No. Yep. This one should go up. Or at least it should go. Okay, no, it doesn't. It has tabs in it. See those tabs? So those pop out and then you can pick it up like that. Just this is for you guys to know if you buy a Thermaltake case view like this. I will see after I get into the build how well built is it, but for now it looks extremely well built. And look here, this is nice. This is actually a small door. Okay, and then this door will pop open. Oh my god, what's this entanglement here? Okay, wow. I think this will be it won't be that nerve-wracking or that scary, but definitely this will be the hardest part of the whole build, figuring out this freaking cable management system. Okay, so this touch is actually nice. I don't know if we have to take this one down. Where do we access the front fans? I think we will have to take it down so that we can get to the screws. Yeah, I think we will have to take it down. No problem. And this is also the mounting point, as you see, for the SSD. It has markings on it: SSD, hard disk drive, SSD. So this is actually mounting plate for expandable storage if you use those. So this goes off separately, or I have to check the manual. Yeah, we have to unscrew this completely. No worries, we'll unscrew this also. And if we're here, let's unscrew the front panel as well. Just take it out so the case gets it. Shit. So the case is a bit lighter. You just pop out, as well as the front one. Nice. It has a bit of Thermaltake View marker here, right here. It's a sticker, I believe. I like it that the glass is protected by some kind of foil, so we will definitely take that off only when the build is done, so we don't scratch it up. Okay, the screws are out and this goes up. Yep, this whole corner section goes up. You see, this is the part with the wood. Actually looks very nice. I am 100% positively pleased. And this also has an extra mesh filter in it inside here, as you can see. Okay, put this to the side as well. Yeah, the screws for the front fans are here. I like this design that it's slanted, not straightforward. Okay, let's take off the rear fan first. I have to get the electric screwdriver. Come on, how many will I throw down? I will have to get an electric screwdriver, but just because it would make my life easier. Not that I build so many PCs, but still. They can come in handy. I have no idea what will I do with these fans. Maybe I can sell them off. I don't know who will buy them, but still. I can sell them off as a pack. I can keep them for future. We just pull out the cables through the shroud. Yeah, okay. This is the Thermaltake View fan. This is the exhaust fan. Now we'll put that aside. We don't need that for now, or maybe ever. Okay. We should also install my fan, the new one. If we're here, we could install it. Empty. Where are the screws? I should use its own screws, or yeah, I should use its own screws. This is for the big pack, and this is from the small one. That goes away. Let's just make sure we put it in. It looks nice. Does it have a sticker? No, it does not have a sticker. But still, it looks nice. The only question is, how do I mount this so that the cable goes straight through the shroud? I think we'll mount it this way. Okay, let's pull the cables first through. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. I think that will look good. What do you think, guys? Or should I route it throughout the bag? But I can't take it apart because this is all what do you call it? How do they call it? Riveted. It is all riveted together. No worries, we'll see. Let's put the first screws in. Of course I didn't open the damn bag. Now I got to eat plastic shit too. Not that we don't eat enough plastic in our food. Spoiler for the ones that don't know that. Okay. Sorry for the mess here, but it is my first time doing a build of this caliber. It's not the space set up for this because I'm doing it literally in my living room, or in our living room, should I say. So I apologize for the mess. I don't think I will tighten it all the way down because maybe we'll have to move it around for the motherboard. We'll see. Maybe we should install it after the motherboard is installed. Who knows? Maybe that would be even better because I have those massive VRM heatsinks. You know what? Scratch that. We'll take it out. We will put it in after we put in the motherboard. just to be sure and safe that they don't mess up the motherboard, because it will be hard enough to put it in, because I'm coming in with the radiator first. Yeah, it's a better idea. Okay, let's put this to the side for now. We'll come back to you, don't worry, you won't be forgotten. Okay, then let's open up our little door here and see what the hell cables are they. Oh, okay, these are the SATA cables and connector cables for the front USB panel. So in the front we have one microphone or headphone jack, one Type-C, two USB 3.0 ports, the power button and that R button, which I don't know what that is, maybe a reset button. Let me show you this somehow. They have some nice zip ties, not zip ties, what are they called? Velcro ties here to hold in the cables. So it is so far it is a well thought out case actually. I really like it. I actually really do like it. Cool. Then it's the same process like with the rear ones. You have to unscrew them. I went to get a drill because it would take ages. I need to unscrew it this way. Come on, I'm dropping all the screws. That's more like it. Oh yeah. Where have you been? Oh yeah. This is much better. And I just realized that you guys can't see shit from what I'm doing because of this door. So each cooler has 4 screws in it. 4 screws in it. And of course I dropped one right there. Bye Felicia. So you go there. I should have put the screw back into each cooler. That's what I will do. Off camera, of course. Don't go. And down again. Son of a. I don't have magnetic tips. I don't have magnetic tips. Okay, let's put these screws here so I know that these are going to go back into the fans of the case, the original fans. Something will fall off, I can get, because they are loose now and they are not held together by anything. So it's a matter of pulling the cables through. Of course, easier said than done. Success! We have successfully removed all the fans. Okay, let's mount our let's mount first these 3. Oh my god. Oh my dear god. Oh my dear god. The cable came out through there without any obstruction. The fan is in. We are going to put screws in it, but just loosely so that we can move them around, because they won't fill in exactly the slot, because this slot, I think it's a tad bit longer than 360, so maybe we'll have to space them equally. We'll see. But I will be doing for the next 2 fans. So without movie magic, and let's fast forward a bit. Okay, so I didn't tighten the screws too much because I'm going to shift the what are they called? Oh my dear God, fans upward. We are going to move them a bit upward, as you can see. We are going to move them a bit up, and just to space them out evenly. And I know they don't look much different from the ones that we had in, but believe me, in the end, when it will be turned on, it will look excellent. Okay, let's move on to the lower fans. For that, I think we will have to turn around our case. Let's put these cables in. It's the other one down there right now. We will put the case around. As I told you, as I told you, it has a screen protector, a dust cover, so that comes out. And we are going to do the same step as we did before. We are going in with the coolers. I don't know where the heck I'm going to route the cables. I think I'm going to pull all of them through here. Okay. I have so many screws here, I don't know which is from which. These can come out. We can throw these away. That's one fan, 2 fans, 3 fans. Okay, let's go in with the first one. Same as before. Only make sure I went with a positive pressure case, so a bit more on the positive side. It's going to have 6 pulling fans that pull fresh air. So these are the 6 reverse fans, the 3 that we mounted on the front and 3 on the bottom. So these are reverse fans, they pull in fresh air from the outside, and we are going to have the 3 from the AO cooler that are push fans that are going to push through the radiator and remove the heat from the case. And also the rear fan is a standard fan that is also a push fan that will push the air out of the case. Okay, let's put this bad boy in. Now we are done. Finally. I didn't notice it the first time, but I caught the wire, that's it. I didn't cut it or anything, but still. It's there, they are there, and they are looking nice. It will be beautiful, guys, I bet. I already can tell it will be beautiful. Okay, let's put back the mesh. And we are done with this part. That goes in nicely. Okay, let's install the power supply. Let me turn this big boy around again. These are the screws for the power supply unit. How do I know? Because it says for PSU. Duh. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 screws. Whew, okay. Lord help me and make this PSU fit. This PSU is interesting because, not because of this sticker, but let's pull this off and set it aside for now. It's interesting because it has a fan control on and off, so it can run in silent mode without the fan, or I can turn up the fan speed. Good to know. Remember guys, every screw you tighten in a crisscross pattern, so you don't over tighten everything in one part or another. Okay, power supply is in. Maybe I should have plugged in the cables first. I don't know. No problems, no worries. Now what we are going to do is put all this amalgam of cable inside, because I'm going to lay the case on its back so we can put in the motherboard and the AO, which is a big step for me because I did this test bench startup, and since then I'm thinking constantly how the heck am I going to move the motherboard and the cooler together inside. Yeah, we'll see. This here. Okay. And now what? Let's try and move along slow here so we don't break anything. Let me call for help. So I brought in some help because I need an extra pair of hands. I just can't seem to manage to put this in alone. You hold it from here. Just hold it for now. I pick this up. We are going to move inwards. Move inwards, move inwards. Okay, let me put this down for a second. Let me just check that it fits okay into the I/O port. This is the point, guys, that we see if the case is compatible fully with the build or not. Okay, so the I/O port fits. I sense something on the back giving it a bit of tension. Let me see what's that. I wonder if the power supply unit hits into the motherboard. Hopefully not. Let's put it in again. It goes there. I have to align the holes up. Okay, okay, now I think everything went in there. Now I can take the cooler from you. Thank you. And place it in here somehow without destroying anything. Nice. Thank you. We've hit home base. Okay, so it went in. This was a scary part for me because I wasn't sure it's going to fit. It being an ATX board, but it's going to be a snug fit. So we are going to go with one washer and one screw. Let's try and place it somehow that it sits in a good position and it doesn't stress the pump. Let's say here somewhere. You see, it has let me put my finger underneath. Sounded weird. Don't know if you can see. It has right there. It has two holes. It has four holes in the middle part and one hole in each corner. So we are going to fix first two corners just to be sure that we have contact with it. I don't know why that motherboard didn't go in as I thought it would go in. Hopefully we didn't break anything. Let's put two screws in a crisscross pattern as well here. Okay, so we are holding. Okay, so the radiator is up. Okay, this is good actually. I mounted the radiator with the hoses on the right side of the case just to have the cables in the back side of the radiator, which now I don't know why they are poking out, but they are kind of poking out. Maybe we won't see them. We'll see. If not, I will do some kind of a zip tie stuff here and tie them up. But for now, let's leave them hanging like this. Okay, let's put in another 2 screws just to be sure that the radiator won't fall off or we don't damage it, because at the end of the day it's a radiator and it is fragile. Those fins are fragile. And as you remember, in the start we already had one sort of a bent pin, so we are not playing around. We are not taking any risks. The radiator will also be screwed in a crisscross pattern. Maybe we could also screw this in already. Let's screw this in. I placed it somehow in a equally spaced out part here and here. That's one. I'll go one tightening for each screw, so we don't eat away at the metal or put a hole in it. Okay, now it's snug. We will continue with the other 8 screws to put it in, but first I want to see the situation with this motherboard. The middle one. Okay, so theoretically we are tightened down. Everything looks snug. We can't move it around. Everything looks okay. So far so good. So far job well done. So far. Okay. What's the next step? Let's put this back on. But first let me clean it a bit, because I managed to get thermal paste on it. I don't know how or when, but I managed. So this goes on there. Now you saw it that the magnet already pulled it in closer, but I'm just giving it a nice little push. That's done. So I had to put the PC back on its stand, feet, whatever all they called. So now you can get a better look at the PC. So I'm trying to route these cables here. I went ahead and, as you saw, started putting these cables in, and I forgot to firstly route these cables. These are the case's cables. Usually they are found in the back of the case, all wrapped up together, these are the front USB port cables, the audio cable because we have a jack in front for the power button, and for the USB-C in our case. So we have to, let me see how the case looks. We will have to pull them in front. Wait, just so we're clear, 100%. So the front panel system will plug in here on the motherboard. Then we have we have to find the USB 3 port, which is here, I believe, somewhere around the middle, but we'll get to that. It has to be somewhere around there. Front panel audio will come in here. Also, it is generally labeled audio. And we have the Type-C connector. This is the one theoretically right above this. Yep, that's for the Type-C, and that's for the front panel, the USB port. Okay, I think we will bring them, the two cables will bring them here, and the ones for the audio and the front panel cable will bring them down. So I'll go around the back here and just try and separate the cables somehow. So these will come here for now, and the other two will come here somewhere over the rainbow. We lost one cable. Okay, this is it. So this is the front panel cable. This will come into this port. I should bring the camera closer so you can actually see what I'm doing here. Okay, so where did you go? This cable, it's also labeled front panel. I don't know if you can see that. It's labeled front panel. This one we will plug in here. Just gently, so we don't break these connectors. I don't like these connectors actually, because they, I don't know, they look so brittle. I can just pull it off to be sure I didn't break anything. No, you can see on the bottom row there are 5 connectors, and on the top there are only 4. That also corresponds to the connector side on the motherboard. So that's that. And the other one, as I told you, is the audio cable, which also has 5 pins on the bottom and 4 on the top, but it's not like the one for the fan from the front panel. It's more like 3 space and then 1. So that we plug it into here, the audio panel port. Don't break anything. Okay, so that's in. I actually don't quite like how this looks, but it's not like we can do anything about it. It would be nice if it would be a 90-degree cable. I don't know if there are any on the market. Shit, I routed this the wrong way. I don't know if there are any on the market, but it would be really nice if I could find a cable that is 90 degrees so that it doesn't have to hang like this. I had to pull it out because I didn't like the orientation of it. No, it's better. Don't break the Marpy. Okay, so this is done, and now we have these two left. From what I understand, they aren't as flexible, these ports, so we have to make sure we don't mess up. First we put in the USB-C cable, which is this one, if I could get to it. Yep, this is this one. Theoretically this goes only one way in, so we have to just line it up correctly and we should be good. I have to figure out which way it is aligned. It goes in this way. Or not. It should go in this way. Come on, Jose. Whoops. Damn, I got scared. Okay, this is in. I thought it's a more solid connection, but it's in. Let me move the camera around. So that is there, and then for the USB port from the front. This has a notch on it. We line them up and we push it in straight. And that was a click. Scared me for a second, and the USB Type-C cable just came out. What the hell? It's either not going in or I did something to it. Okay, so this cable sits here. Kind of weird. Never mind that. But why did this USB Type-C cable come out? Did I put it in the wrong way? Not going in. Let me try the other way. Of course I put it in the wrong way. Damn. Hope I didn't break you. I might have broken it. I'm not 100% sure yet. Now it's in. Now it's firmly in. That's how they like it. But I don't like these cables. Okay, now we're in the good. I believe I'm going to let these cables stay here like this because it doesn't look like a too solid of a connection, so we are not going to mess around with that. We are done with that. Okay, until we are here, we should route the cable for the what's it called, the GPU also, just to be sure that it is pulled through, because we are pulling it through here. If it fits. Yep, it fits. So this will be for the GPU. We leave it like this for now. We can connect it in the back, but we'll leave it like this for now. Let me turn the case around again. It's a lot of turning around and turning back again in this video. I'm sorry guys. This is the connector for the GPU that goes in there, and I have no more space left. Damn it. Come on. Let me show you guys. There. That is where the plug goes in. Okay, now that's in. That clipped in nicely. So we have that. Oh my god, what's here? I don't know how I'm going to route everything. But we are on the right path, guys, anyhow. Anyhow, we are on the right path because there's not much more left to do than to connect all the fans. Ooh, we have to mount the rear fan. I almost forgot to mount the rear fan. Now it is the perfect time to mount that freaking fan. And it's a good thing that we didn't mount it, because the motherboard was a hassle to pull in through, so it's a good thing that we didn't mount it. Am I going to route the cable through the top? I think I am going to route the cable through the top. But where? Now the question is, where do I pull this sucker through? Let's try here on the top of the VRM cooler. Or do we bring it down nicely here? Let me see. Where would this look better? Pulling it down here? I believe so. Let's go with this through here. This goes here. That one goes besides it. We are pulling it out the back. Okay. And the cooler is going to be mounted here, and we are going to somehow pull this. Wait, there comes the GPU. Only if we take it like this. Nope, it's not good. Nope, we don't like it this way. Then we are going to go through the top. It is what it is. We are going through the top port. We bring this up. We are going to go through here. Near the VRM heatsink. Or do we route it through the grommet? Let's route it through the grommet, as we wanted originally. Well, it's not that easy. It's not that easy now. Damn. Should have put it in earlier. Again, that's what she said. Come on. After I manage to pull this cable through, I will be asked, where did I learn that with my fingers? Well, looky, here's the cookie. And grab that. Shit. Now I'm actually curious to see who else on the internet has a whole video of them struggling to route these freaking cables. Because it's not that much of a fun as it looks, so don't get confused. And one more screw left. That's it, baby boy. Come together. Booyah! Okay, so now these cables are also in the rear. Okay, now we have all the fans finally in the PC, looking better now. So that's done, those cables are connected. Fan, yes, that's connected. USB 3 and Type-C is connected, audio jack is connected. Now comes the shitty part. Connecting all of this mess together. What I didn't know about these fans is that you can do what they call a daisy chain on them. That means you plug one into another, the ARGB port into the other fan, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth, and then you get out to one port. But what I would like to do is use my fan hub that I bought and try to do it with that. But look at that mess. Oh my god. I don't wish this upon my greatest enemy at all. Okay. So we did this, we did that. Let's find two SATA cables. So we are going to use one SATA cable. We are not going to use two. We have multiple plugs in on this also, so we are going to use one. We are going to plug it in. That's one connector. Don't know why it feels so brittle. That's one connector, and the other one. Theoretically, these cables are exactly designed for this type of stuff. And the one cable will go into the power supply unit where it is marked with SATA or PATA ports. So this is a 6-pin port. So we are going to plug it into the first SATA port, just like that. It's in. Okay. Theoretically, we are done for now. Now I'm going to do some cable management stuff here and get back to you when we are plugging in the GPU. Okay, so I kind of sort of finished fiddling around with the cables at the back. Now it's time for the piece de resistance and install our majestic graphics card, and cross our fingers that I don't break anything. Ooh, we'll be needing screws for this. Where the heck are those screws? Are you guys nervous? I am nervous. I am terribly nervous. Okay, theoretically it's in. Let me check the clip. The clip is engaged. Let me put this spacer here just in case. Just in case. I don't know where to put it. Somewhere like here. Maybe. I should put it here. Like this. Finally, we are in. The GPU connector. Nope. The GPU connector goes in next. Okay, everything is hooked in. CPU cables are in. AO pump, fan pump, 24-pin cable is in. GPU is in. Every other cable is plugged in. Okay. So theoretically, we are in the clear. We are going to install, or I'm going to install the side panels, or first I should try and boot it up before the side panels. That would be a good thing to do. I'll be right back. Let's see what happens if we push the power button. Nothing. Why doesn't it happen? Anything?
What didn't we plug in? Wait, did I turn on the power supply? No, I didn't turn it on. Now, let's push the button again. That's more like it. That's more like it. Every fan is working, RGB is working on each one, and we have signal. So BIOS is working. Nice. Okay, so we have managed to get to the end of it. I am very pleased on how the build turned out, to be honest. At first I was skeptic when I saw pieces not quite fitting in where they should have been fitting in, but finally I am really pleased. I will get in contact with Arctic to source me that custom made heatsink for the SSDs that are missing from there. Now we had to take it out. Nothing that I could do about that. As you can see, I put back on all the panels, the front, the back, everything. Guys, let me know in the comment if you know that if I should put this bracket back here or not. It barely touches the GPU, but it touches it, but I don't know. If it's not an issue, we can put it back. Everything is here, and I thought that I will do this on camera to pull down the foil, the protective foil here. So we do it on camera together, and then the build is finished and I will have to install only the Windows and apps and run this baby in to see if everything is working as it should. Yep, the glass is painted, which I really like it. That's that. Let's take off the back foil from this one as well. We don't need that. Oh, the front one already wants to come off on its own. See, guys, it already knows what's gonna go down. Let's clip this in. Click and click. I think it's in. Tightening the last thumb screw. And that is done. Don't tell me that there's one little piece of foil that didn't come off. Come on, you have got to be kidding me. Well, if that ain't shame, then nothing is. Damn. There's a little piece of foil that just sticks there. Son of a biscuit. Back in with the glass again. Clip it in again. I could make a whole video about the fails of this build, and I bet it would be funny altogether. Should make a short out of it. That's that, and the last foil from the front. And of course, it has to have foil in there. God damn. Don't tell me I have to take the front panel off again. Shit. Shit. Fucking hell. It's a good thing I know this case already in and out, so it's not that hard for me now to pull everything out and off from it, but it is annoying as hell that we were 99.9% done and that rascal 1% said, yeah, screw you. Of course, this has to stay on there, son of a bitch. You see, I went from biscuit directly to bitch. Okay, that was a solid clip in. That's one screw. And another screw. And drum roll please, finally, again, the last two thumb screws.
I think the girls with their nails done now. With their nails done now. Girls with their nails done. I think the girls with their nails done. Girls with their
And that, ladies and gentlemen, that is my Black Beauty, my dream build. finally done. A lot of years wishing for the opportunity to do something like this, and finally it came true. Thank you all for being here with me on this little journey and sticking till the end. Hope I didn't bore you too much, and thank you all for watching. I'd like to see you come back to my channel and watch some new gameplay footage of me diving deep into the gaming world with this new PC. It will be fun. Thanks again for watching. Bye.